Have you been wondering, where were the 10 least expensive homes to sell in Vernon in 2024? Even if you're not, that's what we're going to talk about today, and we're going to take a deep dive into all of those top 10 little gems, and we are starting now. I'm Lisa Salt with RE/MAX Vernon Salt Fowler. Last week we looked at the 10 most expensive homes that sold in Vernon for 2024. That was interesting. And this week we're going to do the absolute opposite, look at the other end of the scale and look at the 10 least expensive homes that sold in the same year in the same place. So let's get into the MLS and dive in right now. Actually, for number 10 on our list, we have a tie. There are two homes that sold in Vernon for $450,000, so we're going to look at both of those. First one is 4218 Bella Vista Road in Bella Vista. Built in 1973, 953 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and on a lot size of 0.17 of an acre. Listed for $450,000, sold in 38 days for $450,000. Let's look at some photos of this guy. Nice little house. As I said, it's a pretty good sized lot. This one had a renovation in the early 2000s. You can see that the colors are around that 2000 era. Not a huge house, 953 square feet. There's the 1 bathroom and the 2nd bedroom, 2 bedrooms there. Like I say, good sized lot, lots of parking. Bella Vista, you're in a nice area, you're fairly close to town, but a little bit on the outskirts. This is really the only house that we have that's in the outskirts today. 4218 Bella Vista Road sold for $450,000. Tying for that $450,000 price band is 1610 32nd Street, which you'll find in Mission Hill, the upper part of Mission Hill actually. This one was built in 1949, but renovated in 2015. 740 square feet. There's 666 square feet unfinished, but it's 740 square feet finished. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 2 lots together for a 50 by 100 foot lot or 0.12 of an acre. Listed originally for $489,000, reduced to $449,999, and sold for $450,000 after 64 days. Could have been a multiple offer on that. As you can see here, some of the renovations that have been done to this home, a lot of cosmetics, the paint and the flooring and things like that. And there's also a number of structural things that were done to this home as well. Then after that, there was the roof, the furnace, the sewer drains, things like that. Nice stainless steel appliances. This is an AI virtual rendering as well of the master bedroom. That last one was. Bathroom's been updated. This home clearly sold vacant. And this is the basement. This is what the basement would look like if you put furniture in it, but this is what the basement looks like. It's more of a cellar, really. They talk in the listing about how you could make it a suite, but I don't know, it's not going to be a great suite. This shows your backyard patio. It's a good sized lot. Again, you're looking at a 50 by 100 foot lot, which consists of 2 25 by 100 foot lots. So you could, with this zoning, potentially, they say, tear this house down and build maybe a 4-plex on both lots or 2 duplexes. Again, that 1610 32nd Street sold for $450,000. Tying for the number 10 spot for the least expensive homes sold in Vernon in 2024. Let's head down to number 9 on our list, 3005 38th Street in the city of Vernon. So you're right close to downtown with this home. Built in 1914, older of course because you're right in the downtown core. Total square footage 1,035, 902 on the main, 132 finished in your basement. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 0.11 of an acre on a 41 by 122 almost lot. Listed for $445,000, sold in 8 days for $429,000. Now this home, lots of character, cute little home on the outside. Again, 32nd Street, so you're quite close to downtown. You're very close to downtown actually. This house was sold as is, where is, which usually means it needs a lot of work and the seller doesn't want to have to put any of that work in. You can see original fir flooring here and some older carpets that probably somebody is going to want to tear out and redo. Original kitchen, well, I don't know if it's original 1914, but it's old. Again, 902 square feet, not a huge house, but perfectly manageable. Obviously someone did some work in this bathroom at some point. That goes back out. You can see into the kitchen and then it goes downstairs. Here's some of the second bedroom, laundry area, and this is your backyard, which with a wheelchair ramp. Backyard needed some work, and this is the 270 square foot shed in the backyard as well. That's 3005 38th Street, downtown Vernon, sold for $429. Number 8 on our list, 1803 35th Avenue, which is in East Hill. Nice area of town. Now, this home was built in 1955. You'll find older homes in East Hill as well, one of the first areas to settle outside of downtown. 1,607 square feet, good size, 840 up, 767 down, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, lot size of 49 by 123 or 0.14 of an acre. Listed for $389,000, sold quite a bit above list in 7 days for $415,000. That's a great price for an East Hill home, so let's have a look at it. You can see it's got a 1-car garage as well on the side, wood floors, probably softwood, probably fir again, I suspect. It needed some renovations. The big thing about this home, and I suspect you probably could have seen it here in the kitchen, is it was having some settling issues. That's one thing about East Hill, is you have that swelling clay that can be a problem for sure. These are the bedrooms, upstairs bathroom. This goes onto your back deck. And here's your downstairs rec room, a little bit retro. And then some partially finished area for your laundry. This is another bedroom. I suspect not great clearance on the ceiling, but you can see it's a nice size lot, lots of room here. I guess there's flowers in the yard. A 49 by 123 lot is really quite a good size lot, especially, for the East Hill area. Got a decent side yard, and that's the garage. That's 1803 35th Avenue. Sold for $415,000. Number 7 on our list, 3012 38th Street. We're back downtown again. This is a 1944 built house, 1,045 square feet, 725 on the main and 320 on the second level. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, lot size of 0.11 of an acre or 41 by 122 basically. Listed originally for $469,000, reduced to $429, and sold for $412,500 in 92 days. Nice looking home. You've got 1,045 square feet on the main floor. Got your laundry room, and this is your kitchen area, which was decently spacious for sure. Had this nice little kind of porch area, enclosed kind of sitting room area. This is upstairs. Kind of got a loft up there, and then the basement was not finished. It's a bathroom, and then outside you've got a nice little sitting area here as well. They really did a nice job with this home, and you can see it's right close to downtown here. A few more pictures of outside. Nice looking little home obviously, but very cute. That's 3012 38th Street, sold for $412,500. Number 6 on our list, 2041 Highway 6. This one we're not going to be able to see a lot of pictures, but we'll go into that in a minute. So Highway 6, this one's below East Hill and before you get to Coldstream. If you know the area, it's not too far from Polson Place Mall. Built in 1963, total square footage of 1,900, so you're getting a little bit bigger now. 1,150 on the main, 750 down. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. 0.35 an acre, like quite a big lot. Listed originally for $499, reduced to $399, sold for $399 in 51 days. Not a lot of pictures of this one. They couldn't get in. There's a suite up and a suite down on this particular house. And so someone could purchase it. You'll see here, I'm going to show you some pictures of the old listing. And it shows the mural that used to be here. We used to party in this house when I was growing up. You can see the big lot, nice big lot, 0.35 of an acre. But this is the highway, Highway 6. It's quite busy. Now here's the old listing for this house, and you can see the mural that used to be on the side before they painted it. And you can see it's it's not in great shape. And apparently nothing's changed really since they bought it. And it did say in the listing to look at old pictures and you can see what it looked like inside. And so you can see inside there's not all that much to see. You can see inside though, it used to be owned by an artist. So there was all these art features all over the house. And then again, here's the mural that used to be on the side of the house. And I remember that from when I was in high school. So that's 2041 Highway 6, sold for $399. That's really a killer price for that kind of home. It's a good size home, but as you can see, it needs a ton of work. Before we move on, please make sure you like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. On this channel, we give you the straight goods on Vernon and the whole Okanagan Shuswap, our ultimate Four Seasons paradise. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days or just curious about the area that we call home, be sure to call, text, or email and just add salt. Next on our list, 1405 25th Avenue. This is another home in East Hill, little home built in 1945, 737 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 0.2 of an acre or a 60 by 148 lot. So a pretty good size lot. Listed for $439,000, sold for $390,000 in 16 days. Let's have a look at this little guy. You can see it's, a pretty basic older home from the outside. Needs a lot of work in the landscaping department, that's for sure. Yeah, definitely. And then inside, it could use probably the equivalent amount of work as well. But what do you expect when you get a house in East Hill for that price? Just in need of quite a bit of work, as you can see. That's 1405 25th Avenue, sold for $390,000. And number 3 on the list, 4107 15th Crescent. We're up in Mission Hill now. This home was built in 1983. Total square footage, wow, 2,744, 1,050 up, 216 on the second level, and 1,478 below. 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, lot size of 70 by 120, good size lot, or 0.19 of an acre. Listed for $389,900 and sold in 2 days for $390,000. Now there's a story behind this one. Unfortunately, it had a retaining wall issue that you'll see eventually in the back, and that's what caused the low price range. You can see this one was highly halfway decorated. You can see there was work in progress, which didn't quite progress right to the end. I imagine when that retaining wall bailed out, then the people ended up unfortunately bailing out. You can see this is the deck was pulled apart and not completed. Flooring came up, baseboards came up. Started here, the bathroom looked really nice. And unfortunately though, yeah, there was a lot that was left unfinished in this home. Way too much, I'm afraid. Halfway finished with the flooring, wasn't able to finish. So much, unfortunately, left to do in this home on Mission Hill, and you'll see very shortly here what happened with the retaining wall. Here's your backyard. Beautiful view, as you can see here. Big house, beautiful view, but this was the problem. The retaining wall, it says in the listing, the retaining wall bailed out, and it has to be replaced, and the seller was unable to do it, and so they had to sell for a substantial discount. And that's 4107 15th Crescent, sold for $390,000. Number 2 on the list, 1503 31st Street. Built in 1955. This is another home in Mission Hill. 1,185 square feet total, 849 on the main and 336 down. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. Lot size of 0.12 of an acre or a 50 by 102 lot. Listed for $384,900 and sold in 52 days for $360,000. So this home is in Upper Mission Hill by the D&D grounds, close to the hospital, Jim's Pizza, that sort of thing. Obviously needs a ton of work, a ton. The carpets, the flooring is in just brutal shape. Well, you don't get a purple bathtub very often, so if you want a purple bathtub, here is where you can find it. Here's your unfinished basement, more of a cellar, really. Little bit finished downstairs though. There's your bar. And like I say, the flooring is just in horrendous shape, unfortunately. It's your exterior. Exterior is not in much better shape. Needs a lot of work, this guy, but that's why 1503 31st Street sold for $360,000. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. The least expensive house to sell in Vernon in 2024 was 1611 33rd Street in Vernon City. Built in 1945, total square footage only 560, little tiny house. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom though. They fit 2 bedrooms in 560 square feet. 0.12 of an acre and a 50 by 100 lot. Listed for $374,900, sold for $350,000. The pictures of this one are all about, well, not all, but mostly about the lot, where it is. There's the hospital right there, and the size of it, because really the highest and best use of this house is probably to redevelop it. Here are some of the photos just to show you what it's all about, but there's not, you know, they're terrible iPhone. Well, you get a picture of this cute cat, but otherwise the pictures are really not very good. But anyways, this is what it looked like. Lots of pictures of the cat. The cat is everywhere in this particular house. You can see though, I mean, it was perfectly functional for a little tiny house, little garage, cat again. There's your bathroom. And I don't know why you need to see that. It shows the door, the fridge, the sink. Anyways, these are not really helpful photos to look at, but anyhow, that is the #1 property on the list. This property here, also a double lot. You could probably build a duplex or a fourplex here, and it's very conveniently located in the Upper Mission Hill, Vernon City area, close to the hospital. 1611 33rd Street, least expensive house to sell in 2024, sold for $350,000. And those are our top 10 homes, or I guess the bottom 10 homes, the least expensive homes to sell in Vernon last year. I put a link below in case you want to review them again. And if you would like to see the 10 most expensive homes to sell last year, watch our video that's playing next. See you next year.